Goldminded Records, they're not your friends.
What up, it's Klive Kraven. I'm back again with a brand new video. This time, new verses. That's right. A little bit different this time. It's going to be the first time we're going to do an original and a remake and compare the two. This movie is an absolute classic. One of my favorites. 80s slasher, classic to death. Everyone knows this one. Very common film. But I want to dissect it a little bit, compare it to its predecessor, its remake. And yeah, let's just talk about it a little bit. So the two movies up on the lineup for today is the original My Bloody Valentine versus My Bloody Valentine remake. Both of these films I do like to a certain degree. Obviously I prefer one. Let's talk about it. So let's look at the original first. The original My Bloody Valentine is a simple enough slasher. You got your basic premise about this guy Harry Warden, a basic revenge story of him coming back and seeking revenge, and him coming back basically every Valentine's Day to settle the score of what happened in this town. So you've got this guy who works in the mines, and most of the story does take place in the mines. And another cool thing I should mention is a lot of this film was actually filmed in a mine. A lot of people don't realize that, but this was actually filmed in a real legit mine, so major props to them for doing that. Pretty crazy. But yeah, highly enjoyable film. I do like this one. This is the original from 1981. Just such a good film. A lot of people say it's a little boring, a little slow, and it is a little bit of a slow burner, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the slow build up and the suspense in it. It's definitely not the fastest movie. It's not the greatest slasher from this era. But it is a good film nonetheless. I highly enjoy this, and yeah, it is great. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say about it. Now, when we look at the other one, My Bloody Valentine, the remake, this is the 3D edition, I believe, yeah. Very cool, very good kills. I pretty much enjoyed everything in this until the end. I'll be honest, I don't hate this. I don't think the My Bloody Valentine remake was garbage, but I don't think it was one of the best remakes. I won't say that. It was a decent remake, but the ending ruined it for me. I did not like the direction they went in the ending. I didn't believe it was believable. I didn't think it was the character. It didn't do it for me. This one just did not do it for me with the ending. The rest of the film is pretty good. Like I said, I do think the effects and the blood and the gore is better than the original. I think they outdid it. But the ending is so disappointing and so fail next to the original, this version, that I can't truly give this all the credit it may deserve. So when I look at these two, truthfully, they're very close at hand. They are very close at hand. They follow pretty much the same story. They did a great job with both. The kills are pretty cool in them. Obviously better kills in this one. Better ending in this one, which kind of puts me a little bit on the fence. But I'm going to go ahead and pick one. Which one could it be? Will it be the remake? Will it be the original? Which one wins in the versus? Which one will it be? It's going to be the original. Gotta go with the original, and I'll tell you why. Nothing can replace that 80s vibe, that 80s feeling. You don't get it in movies nowadays, obviously. It's not the 80s. That was 20 plus years ago. But at the same time, the 80s, for me, really defined the horror movie. I mean, the 80s is the greatest decade, hands down. So pretty much anything to come out of there with that vibe just interests me right off the break. It doesn't need to be an amazing film. That feel, that vibe, that nostalgia, the setting, the music, the characters, just everything. And I've said this before to people. There's characters in movies that even if you don't like the movie, you can relate to the characters. You like the characters enough that you would want to hang out with them. That doesn't happen with a lot of new horror movies. I can't really think of any cast of modern horror movie people, or victims, I should say, a cast of modern horror victims that I would want to hang out with and kick it with. It doesn't happen. But it does happen with a lot of these 80s films, and that's kind of the vibe I got with this. I mean, these are the type of people that you can relate to, you have some rapport with, you care about. So because of the character development, because of the better ending, I gotta go with the original My Bloody Valentine. That is my pick in the versus of My Bloody Valentine OG versus My Bloody Valentine remake. So both great films. They both have their ups and downs. Overall, I'm going to go with the original. I prefer it over the remake. I do like both of them. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me. Make sure you guys tune in next time for another episode of Versus. Feel free to leave your suggestions of what you'd like to see me do down below in the comment box. Also, make sure you still comment this video down below in the comment box. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.